I like to acknowledge both exist. I like to fight the daily struggle of managing both components of what it is that we do.
That's what makes you great.
I hope so.
It does, because you have to micromanage a lot of men, a lot of kids, a lot of guys that will come in here that you're depending on to help your team.
I'm gonna cut you off because I laugh at that all the time. Management, right? Like, that's what the hell we paid to do. Mm-hmm. We put together strategy relative to those that we compete against. We try to bring out the best in the collective, right? And in an effort to do so, we better manage the collective and the individuals within the collective. I love to hear coaches resist the responsibility of coaching.
What'd you say, Coach?
Because they're easy to beat.
What'd you just say, Coach?
I love coaches that resist the responsibility of coaches, that talk negatively about a dude that can't learn and blah, blah. Man, if everybody could learn, we need less coaches.
Yeah, that's real.
Right? If the group didn't need management, then we wouldn't make as much.
Yep.
I love reading draft evals and somebody's talking about anything other than pedigree. Talking about how poor somebody's hand usage is. Well, that's coaching. Right. I don't run away from coaching. I run to coaching.
Love it.
It all is in line with that not seeking comfort. Because when you're a coach that's talking about somebody can't learn, you're seeking comfort because your teaching is struggling.
Yeah.
Wow.
To that point where you see talent.
Probably do have a talent for understanding people, but is it a talent? It's not. Like, it's listening when they talking. For real. Coaches like to think we listen. Coaches don't listen. They wait for dudes' mouths to stop moving.
That's what I was just trying to say.
I sensed that as a player, and I hated it. And so I just try to be what I wanted leading me. And so when dudes are talking, I listen. And I listen for real. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to produce action that's in alignment with what they want. But I listen. I try to keep it real simple, you know. And it's difficult to do, obviously, because it's a lot of variables at play and stuff. And this is ball at its highest level and all of that comes with it. But it's still ball. Right. Mm-hmm. So that I recognize. Mm-hmm. His whole thing was, don't insult his intelligence.
Yeah.
But if you're going to lead men, you got to know them, right? You got to know them. And you better know that about this dude. Shoot him straight. Don't insult his intelligence. And he'll do the rest. But, like, we make the simple complex.
Right.
This dude needs information. I was probing him. I'd give you this story, and I'm not going to tell RC stories. Like I've said before, man, we make the simple complex in this business, don't we?
Yeah.
We overthink things. We insulate ourselves with infrastructure in the effort to feel good about the decisions that we make because we're scared.
Right.
I like the transparency and the clarity in which we work because more than anything, you know, it lets me know that we feel like we are capable and we are not scared.
That goes to trust and transparency. You have a track record that
that
shows that, even when your players buying in and willing to do whatever for you. I'm pretty sure it's the same with the ownership, the people in the front office, that you're not going to jeopardize the organization for as successful as you guys have been.
They know I'm going to give it back, bro.
Right.
They know I'm going to give it back. Whatever I got to give, they're going to get.
Right.
I don't have any problem fighting for that dude because I know he's going to fight for us. And maybe the reason he fights for us is because he knows that we're going to fight for him. But, like, that's relationships. That's life. Somebody got to be all in for everybody to be all in. And so when you're in a position of leadership, man, shouldn't you own the initial component of that?
Right.
I'm going to be willing to show you before I expect you to reciprocate.
Right.
I'm in the position of leadership in the relationship. And so I just think that's my mindset. I'm open to intimacy, but at the same time, I realize that I'm not going to have intimate relationships with everybody. Everybody don't want intimate relationships with me. Everybody not comfortable with intimate relationships with me, but everybody knows I'm open. And some people take advantage of it. And so then we end up with something that's cool, that's beyond our professional relationship, that lasts a lifetime, like me and my bro right here. But it doesn't always come to that, and it doesn't have to. But as a leader, I better let it be known that I'm open.
Right.
Because you can't do ordinary stuff, man, and expect unique results. That don't make sense. We can't have ordinary relationships. I coach, you play. Do this, good job, bad job, and expect, like, the end of our journey for the confetti to be raining down on us. Nah, man, what we chasing is scarcity to that. Like, it's scarcity to that. And so you better be willing to do unique things in order to expect unique results. And that's just life. And so I'm always like, as a leader, how do I wear that responsibility? How do I create that? How do I create an atmosphere where that happens? I gotta be vulnerable, I gotta be open. I gotta be open to intimacy. I gotta help these dudes with every aspect of their life, football and otherwise. I gotta let them see me, my successes, my failures, everything. Like, that's the only way.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is.
You just spoke